Alright, welcome back to another video. Today, day 16, we will be discussing about compromising machine. If you are an attacker or a hacker, right, what you need to get access to a machine? I will be sharing some important facts which you should always keep in your mind while doing the investigation as a SOC analyst, right? Okay, so for example, now we are suspecting that your machine is compromised, right? You are using Windows 10. Okay, so how attacker can get the control over the machine? There are two things. First, they might need your help to compromising your machine by sending a phishing email, or in that phishing email they might include some URL attachment file. So if you click on the URL, it might download some another file which you will open, right? Which you will open. So you have to execute on it. You are supporting attacker by clicking on that. You are downloading that file automatically will happen. Then you will be opening it and executing it. Attachment, if you have an attachment, you are downloading it again, and then executing it. In both the cases you have to click on it, right? If you will not click on it, you will not get compromised. So is there any other way attacker can compromise the machine without any user interaction? Yes, they can. How? By exploiting the non-vulnerability. Exploiting any non-vulnerability. Now how they can exploit this vulnerability, right? Because now let's assume there is a web server, right? Web server is accessible publicly. Anybody can access that web server. Web server may be using different applications in the backend database. Attacker can send the payload and exploit to execute it remotely. If the server is unpatched, then they can easily exploit the vulnerability on the server, on a server that is on server. But in case if you are using a home machine, right, there is no web service installed, you are not browsing, you're not allowing any internet user to connect to your machine, is there any possibilities they can compromise your machine? Yes, there is. How? For example, because if you're talking about the web server usually in DMZ, where anybody from the internet can access. But if you're talking about a home machine, right, for example my laptop now currently home machine, how attacker can exploit the vulnerabilities on this machine also? There are various ways they can do this. Now how? Easy example, I would say, you are browsing, you got some email, for example, right? In email there is some link I clicked, I redirected to a website, and on that website basically attacker have put some code in that web frame in the zero size, so that size you will not able to see at all in the background. But as soon as you will open this website, that basically it will execute the code into your machine and will target any specific vulnerability, or it targeting your browser, and then through your browser they will get into your machine. Okay, and that's a reason you might see pop-up on some unknown websites when you visit, right? You might see multiple pop-up comes up suddenly, that because of the zero size iframe was injected by the attacker. And as soon as you open that file, open that, sorry, not file, that websites, basically they're targeting the vulnerability, they're targeting your machine, they try to install add-ons, they're trying to install adware into your browsers also as a plugin. And when you're opening it, they're taking screenshot, they're sending data to the attacker also, and they might be stealing the all the saved password in your browser. Okay, Now what else we can think of? For example, I am now not visiting any website, right? Is there any other way attacker can get into my machine? Yes, there might be possibility that you are looking, not visiting any website through email, but you are downloading a software. Okay, downloading a software, basically crack version, right? Crack version, because sometimes when we want to install some application which is paid application, we fall in a trap to download that application for free. We download the crack version of those applications from the internet, and we sometimes trust on those websites which we should not do that. Those files are unsigned, infected by the Trojan backdoor, but we still trust because we want to install that application for free. We want to free application in the correct version. If you're downloading any file from the internet, from some cracked websites like cracked versions, there are higher possibilities attackers sending Trojan. You're basically not downloading legit file, but basically you're downloading a Trojan which might install legit application, but also will install the virus into your machine. And then that execution on that particular application will also pop the vulnerability. If they might be targeting top 5 vulnerabilities, top 3 vulnerabilities, top 0 day, if they have any code to exploit it, right? And the attacker can also get access to a machine. So please, whenever you're browsing any websites, whenever you're downloading any software, whenever you're clicking on the URL or the attachment, make sure you are trust that sources. There are possibilities that sources are also compromised, but there are other ways for to detect and control, which we can take and discuss in our upcoming videos. But today's agenda was only to tell you how attacker can get into a machine. But, you should not remember 10 or 100 ways to get how to compromise a machine. But if you know 1, 2, 3, 4, that's enough for you to justify in an interview, or for you to remember the things and to to correlate based on this finding. I think today's that's for today. I will be coming tomorrow with a new video. Thank you guys.